5 years after the financial crisis that led to the market bottom, battles continue over what went wrong and which banks are to blame for selling risky securities that went bad. Bank of America is one of the banks, and even though it settled claims with burned investors back in 2011, it is now back in court. Kayla Tausche looks at what this means for B of A and its shareholders.
Bank of America is the latest in the line of fire. This week, investors led by Bank of New York Mellon will try and convince a judge that a 2011 settlement totaling $8.5 billion to cover losses from bad mortgage-backed securities is fair and should be binding for all investors. The problem? After the deal was inked 2 years ago, some 65 investors have come out of the woodwork to challenge it, claiming it's far from enough. One of the challengers, AIG, has said it alone deserves an additional $10.5 billion for losses it sustained. In New York State Supreme Court Tuesday, lawyers argued over how to calculate the settlement and whether BNY did it fairly. Such issues are hardly new for the Charlotte-based bank. For CEO Brian Moynihan, cleaning up these past mistakes has been top of mind for years. Here's Moynihan in early 2012.
There is no way that if you know what we knew now, that you would have taken that much housing risk when it was taken. The question is, what did people know? We spend $2 billion a quarter just to operationally work on these loans. And so that's upside from here.
In all, Bank of America has paid out nearly $50 billion in settlements. While the payouts mean the bank's bottom line could suffer in the near term, a clean slate is worth real money. Paying $1.6 billion to resolve a thorny lawsuit with bond insurer MBIA added nearly $7 billion in market cap for Bank of America in one day. Cleaning up this current lawsuit, seen as the last big one on the horizon, could do the same.
Looking past the legacy issues at Bank of America, the earnings power of this company should be in the $1.50 range. And of course, if the macro environment, whether it's interest rates, loan growth, or capital markets, if those accelerate, there could be upside to the $1.50.
For shareholders in Dow component Bank of America, relief won't come overnight. This hearing will take 2 weeks at least, a ruling several months. Kayla Tausche, Nightly Business Report, New York.